What's up guys, in this video we're going to cover how to optimize your post-purchase to increase your revenue for your Shopify store, and if you implement these things in this video you're going to increase your average order values. You're going to learn more about your customers so you can optimize your conversion rate, and you're going to make them buy more from you and refer to their friends so that you get more customers completely for free. So let's cover why the post-purchase is so important and you need to have it optimized to the fullest. So at this point in the post-purchase, customers have bought from you and they have made their decisions, and every further ask, everything that you ask your customers in this point will be much easier because of the consistency principle, and this is the part of the human nature that you want to utilize. So consistency is, in short, when you do something for the first time, you're more likely to do it again because people tend to keep consistent with their previous actions. So once they buy from you, it will be much easier to convince them to buy again from you, and everything else that you ask them to do will be just much easier because they have already decided to trust you, to buy from you, to become your customer, and for that reason you need to optimize this part of the funnel. So in short, if your purchasing process is like this, you have your visitor, they go through the purchasing process and they become the new customer with the high intent because they have just placed the order. If you don't have the post-purchase experience, you're just going to miss a lot of the revenue for no reason. But if you have your post-purchase, you're going to increase your AOV, you're going to learn about your customers and increase your conversion rate based on these learnings, and you're going to have more repeat purchases and more referrals coming from them. And this is exactly what we are going to cover in this video: how to optimize your post-purchase to have all these three things on your Shopify store. So the first thing that we're going to cover is how to increase your average order value in the post-purchase part of the funnel. So a tactic that will help us with this is called the post-purchase upsell. So immediately after your customers place the order, they will get this prompt. So before the thank you page, you get this prompt, you get a product, you get an offer. And what we want to achieve here is that after they place the order, we want to offer them another product or the same product with a slightly better offer, because we want to use that principle of the consistency and ask them for another purchase. And if you can make this offer slightly better than the previous one, you're going to increase the conversion rate on that part, and therefore they will just add this product to their cart and you will increase your AOV. So the best practice when it comes to the post-purchase upsells is that you will have two prompts, the first one and the second one, if they accept or reject your first offer. And for the first offer, which is this one, you want to offer a single product. If you offer two or more products at this point, you're just going to get them into the overthinking stage. They're just going to start thinking on what to buy, what they need, what they don't need, and all these things. And you don't want to make them think. You just want to make this process as frictionless as possible. So for that reason, you want to offer one product and make a great offer around it. So ideally, on this first prompt, you want to provide them with a slight discount paired with urgency so that it makes sense to accept it and it makes it look appealing to them. And because you want to go with a single product, you want to A/B test what products work the best, and it's worth testing because you will find out that there's one offer and one product that will significantly increase your AOV and your post-purchase revenue. So when it comes to the second prompt, you want to test a single product, the multiple products, and you want to test the manual choice versus AI. You can also use the AI to decide what products to show here. Sometimes AI will make better decisions, especially if you have high SKU. So for that reason, you want to test these things and find the best offer and the product that will skyrocket your AOV. So the second thing that will help you learn more about your customers so you optimize your landing pages is called the post-purchase survey. So your customers have placed the order, they've been prompted with the post-purchase upsells, which is the previous section, and now on their thank you page, they're prompted with the post-purchase surveys. And post-purchase surveys are an essential element of conversion rate optimization because they will help you understand your customers, and if you understand them, you will know what you can improve on your pages. You can also use this information to improve your ads and your emails. So what are the questions that you want to ask on this post-purchase service? Because obviously only having the post-purchase service with stupid questions will get you nowhere. So you want to ask right questions. So these are some of the examples of the questions that you can ask. This is one of my favorite ones. The first question is, what nearly stopped you from buying today? The second one is, what was the main reason you decided to buy from us today? And the third one is, why did you choose our brand instead of the others? So when you ask this question, for example, the first one, you might see that most of your customers answer with, for example, I didn't know what's the shipping time, I didn't know if you have the return policy and stuff like that. And if you get answers like this, what you want to do is to improve your landing page so that you communicate what's the shipping time, what's your return policy, and therefore more customers will see it and you will address that objection, and therefore you will increase your conversion rate because you will have more clarity on your product page. So you want to gather information from these questions, and after you have sufficient answers, you want to iterate on them to learn more. So once you have enough answers on this first question, you want to replace it to gather more insights, and you want to implement what you have learned from these questions. So basically have these things on your page so that you increase your conversion rate. And the third thing, in the post-purchase experience that will help you make them buy more from you and refer you to their friends, is that customer thank you flow. And this email flow is essential because it leaves a great first impression, and the first impression is the most important part, and you will not see a revenue in this flow, and that's why most people don't optimize it, because it's indirectly correlated to your revenue. This flow will help you a lot with increasing your revenue from other activities. It will also bring you referrals, so new customers at no cost, and it will drastically reduce your customer return rate because it reduces the customer remorse. So this is why it's super important to have it, and let's cover what you should have in this email flow. So the first email which you want to send immediately after the purchase should be just like a casual welcome email. You want to welcome them to your brand, you want to thank them for the purchase, and you want to tell them that you're preparing their order for the shipping and stuff. In the second email, and this is sent during the transit, you want to address any FAQs proactively, and when they see that you're already thinking in advance, you already send them something that they have on their mind, that will leave a great first impression, so they will share their experience with their friends, and their friends will potentially come to your website and buy from you. Then in the third email, you want to educate them about your product. This is again sent during the transit. You want to send some use cases, you want to send some tips, blog posts and stuff like that. And once again, you're proactively nurturing your customers, you're leaving a great first impression so that their customer experience is going through the roof, which will increase the likelihood that they buy again from you and that they refer you to their friends. And the fourth email is after they have received your product. You want to send a review request email, and usually you are going to get a higher rating if your product is good and you have done all these things properly. So this is one example of the educational email. You can see it gives some tips and education to their customers after they have placed the order. So you can see very simple email, but a lot of brands don't do this, so they lose the opportunity to leave a great first impression. So you can adapt this email according to your brand. You don't have to go with this structure, but the goal should be the same. You want to provide the value and enhance their customer experience, which will lead to more repeat purchase and more free referrals. So action list for you after this video: install the post-purchase upsells and test the different offers. The app that I use is Aftersell for this. Install as well the post-purchase surveys and learn more about your customers. You want to implement your learnings across your ads, your landing pages and your emails so that you improve your returns, and you want to create the post-purchase thank you flow to improve customer experience and increase referrals. So you can as well subscribe to my newsletter in the link below so you can get my free trainings and watch the next video that I will have on this end screen.